Good morning guys, so welcome to Chamonix. Back in the French Alps now for a couple of months leading into UTMB. Just finished up with Lavaredo just over a week ago, so legs and body are feeling good now and all recovered, and trying to dig into a big training block now to prepare for UTMB, which is going to be my first 100 miler. Just running up to La Jonction. It's just a wicked trail, gets you right up to Boston's Glacier, which is just spectacular. So we're working our way up the trail now. Bonjour. And yeah, it's nice and steep, lots of climbing. I think it's about 8 kilometers from the bottom of the trail with around 1500 meters of climbing, so it's a lot of it in the pretty short distance, which is great on my legs right now. I'm really enjoying it. Check this out guys, the glacier here, spectacular. Just finished up. Oh, it was just unreal. The glaciers just blow my mind every single time. Feel so privileged to be able to come out to a place like this and experience such wonders of nature, I guess. Just hope they hang around for long enough to for many more people to enjoy as well. Just heading back now. Gotta get some breakfast. Starving, but a good training day and really enjoying a good start to Chamonix. Whew. So the main focus going into this training block has obviously been having some really big high volume weeks with lots of climbing and lots of descending all thrown into the mix there, making sure that the body was adapting to that kind of climbing ratio. With a race like UTMB with 171 kilometers, over 10,000 meters of climbing in the race, obviously the legs, the quads need to know how to take a pounding on those climbs. So that was something that's been a big focus within this training block in the lead up to UTMB now. I was really happy coming into this training block that I didn't have any issues after Lavaredo. The body was moving really well, so it meant I could kind of get back into just building the training up to that volume that I was looking for in a really good amount of time. So typically that's kind of linked into around 100 mile weeks with nearly 10,000 meters, or probably more like 9,000 meters of climbing within the week. I was hoping to take that up a little bit higher, but that's something I've really been focused on within this trainer block, is just listening to my body and making sure that I wasn't taking it too far. It's really easy, especially a race like UTMB, to think I've just got to do more. But I've been really careful within this training block to make sure that I'm listening to not only the body from obviously muscle soreness kind of side of things, but also really just listening to my energy levels, making sure that I wasn't waking up fatigued and completely exhausted every single day. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of that within a training block like this, but making sure that it wasn't just over the top and making sure that my body was really absorbing the impact and the kind of hard work that has been putting into it for UTMB, making sure that I'm trying to keep that in line and not taking things too far there. I'm going to try and see how high I can get up towards Mont Blanc today. I'm obviously not going towards the summit. I'm not geared out for that, but at least while it's still rocky, it's a beautiful day for it and nice and warm, so let's see if we can just get some good elevation up the mountain. So Mont Blanc is above me somewhere, way up there. I'm at 3,200 meters now, so it's crazy to think the summit's still another 1,600 meters away, and I've climbed 2,200 meters, so it's nearly double what I've done. So it's just absolutely a monster of a mountain. Just enjoying this view for a minute, taking it all in. It's just really spectacular to be up here. Definitely gonna have to come back someday, maybe not this year but next year, with a guide, also who knows the mountain and how to approach the summit, obviously in a safe way. So definitely be back someday to get it to the summit. I think it'll be a really awesome experience. Besides just the volume, I've been really focusing on getting some good quality in there as well. I didn't just want to have long days on the feet. There sure has been a lot of that, but I wanted to make sure that there was some quality efforts throughout the week as well. So I've been focusing in and getting some good strong hill efforts within the week. So that's been ranging from strides to short efforts to threshold efforts, or just a long kind of climbing efforts as the plan has progressed, and obviously through the different kind of cycles of the plan there. So overall, I'm feeling really strong right now. I'm feeling really quite fast as well, which is a good sign. I always find that I do my best races when I feel like I've got a good mix of having that short speed, but also obviously having those long days out. It's another week and another recce with Scotty. This time the big one, a belly full of pizza, and we're heading up the mountain to the refuge. So not too far to the refuge tonight, Refuge Benati, and then tomorrow got a big day. Past 2 years when I've come down from CCC, I'm just blown away by this view over here, and it only gets better in a minute. Benati! 2 hours 15? Nah. It's crazy to think that both this side of the valley and Chamonix side were just one massive glacier when they're thousands of meters high. So this would have just all been ice right now. Epic. So we just made it to Refuge Benati. It's a beautiful mountain refuge now, and check this view out. We'll have a nice chill that night now, and then tomorrow we're actually joining Pau Capell and Zach Miller on the recce. So it'll be a nice long 50k day or so tomorrow. Recceing was something that we really wanted to do while I was here, obviously to lead up to UTMB. Being in Chamonix would be a bad excuse not to get on the course and to see a bunch of it before race day. So for me, there's been some big recce days which have been really exciting. So I had the privilege of running with my buddy Scotty Hawker, and then Zach Miller and Pau Capell from Courmayeur all the way back to Chamonix. So this was a fantastic couple of days that we had out there on the trails. Bashing heads with these guys who are some of the fastest out there in the sport is a real good confidence booster, knowing that you can stick with them. Sometimes easier than others, but some of those climbs and some of those descents on some really beautiful days on the course. So we are off, heading up Col Ferret for Pau, Scotty and Zach, smashing out front. Feeling good, guys. Beautiful day up here, perfect weather, and doing my best to stick with these speed guns. So we just finished up in Trion. It's a bit gassed, man. That was pretty tough. Ended up being just under 50k for me and Scotty, probably more like 60k for the guys. But yeah, definitely moving all day with Zach and Pau and Scotty hitting it hard on the front. It was good fun. How you feeling, guys?
Yep.
Easy?
Very fresh.
Nice and fresh, yeah.
Pikes Peak Marathon, the race, goes right by our hop, by where.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're like the halfway point.
Right. Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
We
that.
have a big aid station.
Oh really? Yeah. That must be awesome.
It's really awesome to be running with the likes of Pau Capell, Scotty Hawker, Zach Miller, just be with those strong guys who obviously know the course well, know the race well. You know, they've all raced it multiple times. So it's a good confidence booster to be able to hang with them today on a long day. It's 50k and 2,200 meters. Legs are feeling good, feeling strong. So tomorrow we're heading from Trion to Chamonix. So it's not quite as long of a day. So I'm going to be around 30k, maybe 32k. Right now, cooking some food with the guys. Me and Scotty got some pasta with some lentils, some chickpeas, some tomato, and yeah, really looking forward to getting that down after the long day. No,
Probably do the trick.
that's good. At the level I'm trying to race at now, obviously with the front guys, I find that it's a really important factor for me just to be able to know exactly where I am on the course. Having that familiarity is really helpful on race day, but also obviously the specificity of the course. If you're on the course and you're training on the course, you can't get more specific than that. You're climbing the climbs that you're going to do, the descents, the technicality of the course. It doesn't get much better than that in some regards. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Not everyone has the opportunity to recce. If you don't have the opportunity to recce, then you need to familiarize yourself with the course profile as best as you can. Have a good look at it. Make sure you're studying that profile. Make sure you know what kind of length climbs you're going to be doing, what kind of gradients they're going to be. You know, if you know that you're going to be doing lots of steep climbs, you're going to be climbing 1,000 meters and maybe 10K, you can try and replicate that at home, make your own kind of race course, simulating from your trails. And for me, this is something I've done in the past. This is something I do within my training, but obviously it's been great to be here in Chamonix and to be able to just do this specifically on the course. This will be the last climb in UTMB, unless they change the route, which sometimes they do at the end of this race, depending on weather or rockfall. But I really hope we go up here this year. It's so beautiful, such an amazing way to end the race. But it's a tough, short, steep climb, so yeah, hopefully on race day, feeling fresh and strong up here, able to get up there in good time. Back in Chamonix, good times out there. How's that for you guys? Good. Nice and easy. Pau! Feeling good about the fact that I've had some good long training days, which is definitely the focus I wanted going into UTMB. I wanted to be able to have a long run of 50k feel very normal, 50k, 2,500 meters or even 3,000 meters of vert within one run. I wanted that to feel like more of a normal distance within the week to be able to put out into a long run. And at this point, I'm feeling really good about that. I've had several long days out on the course, but several long days just in the valley in terrible weather conditions, which is exactly what I wanted to train in going into UTMB. Rain, cold are definitely conditions which I know I'm not the strongest in, purely because I don't have that much experience with them these days. I've kind of been avoiding winter for a good few years in some respects. But having the opportunity to be out here when we've had some really bad stormy weather and getting out there in the rain, getting all the rain gear on, making sure I'm really happy with my gear, but making sure also that I know exactly what layer system works for me, my clothing, and what my strategy is going to be in staying warm and making sure I'm not letting myself get too cold or burning too much energy trying to stay warm at the same time. And that all ties into nutrition. This longer race, as I discussed in my last video of Laredo, really got to start eating more real food within ultras. I'll be still taking my gels and my energy mixes in my drink bottles, but real food is something I've really been working on with my training. So that might mean just taking some bananas out with me on the trail, or taking out rice balls, rice cakes I've been making, which is just, white rice, a bit of coconut oil, some sugar, some coconut milk. Been really good filling foods just to get down, to get that energy up, to have that kind of long draw of energy throughout the race without just feeling like I'm just taking a million gels, which is how it would end up otherwise. Really trying to make sure I'm staying satiated throughout the race and making sure that I'm really eating to perform and eating just to stay happy and keep that energy in a good place rather than feel like I'm just kind of scraping the barrel the whole race and kind of wearing myself too thin. So that's something I've been focusing on within these long runs. It's been good fun just to be out there in a long run and kind of stuffing my face a bit more than I'm used to. 100Ks, I knew I could get away with it, but going to these 100 milers when I'm going to be out there for probably twice as long, that's obviously an important aspect. So really feel like I've nailed down my training, so I'm really looking forward to that on race day, having a good strategy with the nutrition plan. That's going to be a good mix of foods that are going to be able to obviously keep me happy throughout the whole race and keep me energized in a long mountain race like UTMB. So if you want to see the full specific training, what I've been doing up to UTMB, it's all on Strava, it's all public. So please follow along on Strava if you want to check out what I've been up to there. Maybe you're interested in doing UTMB whilst you're watching this video for the following years. You can all see what I've been up to there. Obviously what you do might be a little bit different, but it'll give you some idea perhaps of what I get up to and what others do too. But yeah, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit that like button, it really means a lot. Leave a comment down below if you're racing UTMB or any of the UTMB races, so UTMB, CCC, TDS. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys out here in Chamonix. I really look forward to that. It's always great to meet you out here in person. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Follow along on any of the social channels on Harry Runs. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy running.
That's so cool, man.